Good evening. Brown Liquor Reviews back here with another bourbon review, number 4 to be exact. What we're looking at here is one of the Orphan Barrels, Lost Prophet. 22 years old, 45%, 90 proof. This one comes from a Buffalo Trace distillery, as opposed to the other Orphan Barrels that came from Bernheim distilleries. Bernheim is more known for their wheated whiskeys, whereas opposed to the Buffalo Trace ones where they have a little bit more of a rye built into it. Word on the street is this is basically 22-year-old Elmer T. Lee. I saw that and I was like, well, I should probably buy that. So, I actually got this because I won all the prop bets that went into the Super Bowl a couple months ago. So I had, $140 worth of cash on my hands, and I was like, well, what better way to spend my $140 than on a bottle of bourbon? This one was sitting there, and it was $139.99. You do the math. So, jumped all over it. So, without further ado, let me pour a little bit of a dram here. Just a little bit. There we go. I have not had the other Orphan Barrels. And to be completely honest, I'm not interested in them. The thing that interested me in this one was that it was a heavy rye mash bill. I'm a big fan of rye, and so I jumped all over the chance when I got it. So, the nose. The nose is awesome. I mean, it is awesome. It is almost if you were going to spend this much money on a bourbon, this would be a good reason to spend that much money. I mean, it's that good. So, let me break it down for you a little bit. This is it smells like fruit punch. Like a real citrusy fruit punch. The citrus is similar to a blood orange juice, with a little bit of a grapefruit kind of a tinge to it. Kind of like if you bought a fresh bottle of Ocean Spray. I mean, it is pretty great. It's 22 years old. To be a bourbon, it has to be a brand new white American charred oak barrel. So, it's going to have a huge wood influence, and this one does. Big old furniture varnish. I mean, it's pretty heavy on the wood. In my mind, it's balanced. For some guys, I don't think it would be balanced. I love old bourbons. I love old whiskeys. Just as much as I love really well balanced, younger scotches, younger bourbons. I'm a huge fan of Bottled and Bond, which you will all find out very soon when I do a series on Bottled and Bond. But overall, the nose on this thing, guys, it's really great. It is a masterclass of a nose. The same way that Jason Pyle called Sazerac 18 masterclass in the nose, this one, I think, equals it easily. easily. So the taste. So on the nose, it's well balanced between the fruits, the citrus, and the wood. But on the taste, much more oak forward, oak varnish. It's got the big oak grip. It's almost bitter. It's very dry. It's got a black pepper spice. It also has the rye spice that still lingers in there. Once you have a little bit more of experience with drinking some older ryes, it's so similar to it. It's amazing. And I've said it in the last review where how similar old ryes and old bourbon heavy ryes are to the Armagnacs. Very interesting. Very good stuff. The finish on it, I mean, it's almost like I still just drink it. I mean, it's so fresh. It just keeps going on and on and on in the finish. It's really nice. It's got that nice dried tobacco. Not like a dip tobacco, but more of a chewing tobacco. You know, pouch tobacco, male pouch tobacco. You know, so very nice. It's also got a black cherry and a charred citrus. So if you've ever put like a lemon on the grill and just charred the hell out of it and used it as a garnish in your food, that kind of flavor. It's really good. Like I said, I haven't tried the other Orphan Barrels, and to be honest, they're not that appealing to me. This one was. Even with the new one, I think it's called like Forged Oak or something like that. It's another Bernheim. This one is just so cool because it comes from Buffalo Trace, or even more specific, I think it comes from the old George T. Stagg distillery. You hear that name and you just want to jump all over it. So I think you should. If you find this thing, I think they're just kind of hanging around. Be a really good thing to buy. If you're not into heavily wooded bourbons, this might not be the best thing for you. But if you are, jump on it. Get it. It's really good. I highly recommend it. I give this a 90 out of 100. It's really good. I'm really happy to have it. So this is bourbon review number 4. I look forward to bourbon review number 5, where I think I'll probably be looking at another bourbon. And until then, I hope you all have a really great evening. And please like, subscribe maybe. Be cool. And I'll be here to dish out the whiskey knowledge. So, see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.